In this short video, I'm going to introduce to you how to modify the Modbus configuration that matches with the operation that you have. Of course, you should have already like a list of what is the unit ID and what are the function codes, and as well as what are the addresses, so you can map the function code with the addresses. But we all know that sometimes there are some codes that are not identified at the beginning, or maybe during some phase was not there, but later on they are there. So in order just to adapt to any change, you need also to identify any new code, any change, any modification to the configuration. So in order to do this, we need just to verify a few configuration. So first of all, we just need to go to protocols under application protection protocols. I'm going under industrial protocol to Modbus. I am here on profile 02. I picked profile 02 for my configuration. I will not set a unit ID. I will keep it empty, so this will cause an error because I need to define one. And also I want to set all the Modbus function codes. I want to set them all to block because I need to identify. So far so good. And then at the end, at the Modbus address management, I will remove this. I don't want to have anything matching with any address with any function code. So this is the first stage. This is what I do to prepare. Now be careful that this will not block the connection at the moment, will not block the operation. This is defining the IPS, and then later on, in fact, under application and protection, which is what we are going to do next, is that you look for the appropriate alarms. So I go again under IPS02, the one that I have configured, and I search for Modbus, and I look for the three things that I have modified. First of all, I have set the unit ID to empty, so it will not match with anything. So I want to set it to allow. So whatever the unit ID is there, it will rise an alarm as a major alarm, but it will not block the connection. The same thing, I'm going also to Modbus function code denied, and also I will set it to allow, although that I have set all the function codes to block, but the major alarm I have set it to allow. And the last thing is the memory access denied, also the same, so I did not set any address management, so it will not match, but again I will set it to pass. So I have set the profile 02, and I'm going to security policy filter NAT to my filter policy. As you can see in my filter policy, I have a very basic three rules. One rule is allowing access from any source to my firewall, all IPs of the firewall on HTTPS and SSH. This is to allow management. And then I have set a rule where I said pass from any to any destination, but I have choose the ICMP protocol echo request only, not all the ICMP protocol, but only the echo request messages, which are the ping that we know it as a ping. And then again, I have a rule where I have defined the Modbus master with this IP, which is 192.168.159.10, and the Modbus slave is the same subnet but in 123. Sorry. Now it is on port standard port Modbus. It could be if the port is changed is not a problem because we have enforced the protocol analysis to be on Modbus. And then on the IPS, I have chosen the profile IPS02. Now we are good. So now we can make the test. And then on the Modbus slave, I will set up the slave. Okay. So let me set the unit ID to be something like 99. I will keep the function as 03, and I will choose the function, the address, sorry, to be from 22,000, let's say. Okay. And it has 10 rows, so it will be like, let's say 10, so it will jump between 22000 up to 22009. This is the 10 meaning. So I'm saying okay. Now it is ready. I will go then to run a Modbus master. Okay, and because it's a free, I need to accept. Still, it's the first day today, so no problem. Yes, I know. And then let me just set up the connection, and I will say that I think 99. Yes, and 22,000 with the same configuration and everything. Say okay, and then I will start the connection on the slave. Yes, I will install later on Modbus on this IP. This is my IP. And here I will start also the connection, and this is the IP of the Modbus slave server. Now the connection is going. Okay, just to check, let me just modify one of the values. Let me make it as auto increments. Okay, so now it will start to add, and here you can see also it is adding as a result to this modification. Now the firewall is in between these two machines, and let's see what we can get out of this. So I'm going to the audit logs under alarms, where I will see any kind of an alarm. And you can see, of course, I have the source name here as anonymized because it's compliant with the GDPR. So before we are able to see the actual IP addresses or usernames or any sensitive information, we need to obtain this privilege. And after we obtain the privilege, we are able to see the actual username or the IP address. So again, now I can see the IP and the name of the IP, and I can see here some errors that I'm seeing as an alarms blocking the connection. In fact, they are not blocking the connection. As you can see, the action is passed because I set that in the IPS alarms, but this is help us to identify. You can see here we have the following. I have a function code error, which is code number 3. Anything between practice here is the function code. So it's very simple. Function code error is number 3. Unit ID denied, it was set to 99. And then I have the memory address denied also. And I want to see the address. You can see here's the address range from 22,000 to 22,009. So this is easily help us to identify the unit IDs, the function codes, and the addresses that are not listed or new or have been modified or we were not aware of. In order to correct the configuration and make it matching with my correct, to have like kind of a good configuration, so I'm going to Modbus, okay, and the first thing I will add the unit ID is 99. Then I have the function code 3, so I will set it to pass. In fact, we call it scan because we are still checking the protocol compliance. And then we add the address management. I have for the address, we say that we have from 22,000 to 22,009, and the function code is 3. Of course, if I have more, like I could type comma 4, for example, so I'm allowing 3 or 4. Let me put the good configuration so I have it as 3, apply, and save. Now, if I go and check the logs, alarms, last alarm was on at 9.58, and let me just refresh and see if we have anything new. In fact, we will not have anything new because let's just wait for the minute to pass. In the meanwhile, and I will come back to this, let me also set the alarms to block. So just to make sure that I have the good configuration. So I'm going to application protection, applications, and protections. So the one that I have set on IPS02, the Modbus, okay, I will change, set them to block in case I have a wrong function code, in case I have a wrong unit ID, and in case if I have a wrong address management. So I'm blocking them all, and let's keep checking that it is still going, and it is still going, the communication, that's fine. And we go in the audit logs, alarms. Last one is still at the same time, So this is how we see. You can of course always go to host monitoring, by the way, and you'll see all the communicating hosts in the network, all the hosts that the firewall is seeing and on which interface they are connected. Any one of them you click, you will get some details, okay? If it has some vulnerabilities, you will see them here. If there are any like applications that have been identified, will be seen here. Depends. Just with the more running it has, you will get more information. And as you can see, immediately it detected it as a Windows operating system. So with more traffic, we will be able even to identify the version of the Windows and more active applications and so on. Thank you for watching.